All right, I've been talking a lot about dry shampoo, in particular the Good Ass Hair Day dry shampoo, because they just came out with a dark version and I'm getting a lot of questions. So let's talk about the most asked questions. Now, first off, this is a pump dry shampoo. So it is going to be a little bit different than your typical aerosol, but it's also going to last you a lot longer. A typical bottle of this is going to last someone anywhere from 4 to 6 months. I have had this bottle for 6 months. And it's only halfway. Now, to be upfront, I don't use this every single day. Another question is in regards to the scents. So originally they had two. They had unscented, and this is a vanilla scent because it has a vanilla essential oil in it. No synthetic fragrances. It kind of smells like cake, like a light cake scent though, like not overpowering. But now they recently came out with the dark version. And I know there's a lot of you that are like, oh, of course, I just bought the regular. I didn't know they had dark. Well, they just came out with this, I think within the last couple of weeks. And like, don't take that personally. Like, they aren't trying to get you, right? Like, if you bought the regular and you have darker hair, it's still gonna work great. Like I said, I've been loving this one for over 6 months. This one is not dark, it's just darker. So it's just a little easier to blend because it has it has cacao powder. I have no idea how to say that. But I was saying it had cocoa powder, and they corrected me. It's not cocoa powder. It's cacao powder. It has something to do with the fermentation. So is it still lighter than my hair color? Absolutely, but it does blend easier. And then I was talking about the scent. So the dark one has that cacao powder in it, which it does kind of smell like a brownie. So you have unscented, you have vanilla, and then you have what smells like a brownie, but it still just has the vanilla essential oils in it and no synthetic fragrances. The next thing I want to talk about is how you use it. So in my videos, if you've seen any of them, I talk about how I apply it on my clean hair and then as needed. And a lot of people are like, clean hair, wait a minute, I thought it was to help absorb oil. It is, but a lot of y'all are making this product or any dry shampoo work way too hard. So it does absorb oil. So if you wait for your hair to already be greasy and then you apply dry shampoo, like I said, you're just making it work really hard and you're gonna need a lot more product. By putting it on your clean hair, like you washed, you dried, and before you break a sweat, you apply dry shampoo, you're putting down a protective layer so that now as soon as those sebaceous glands secrete any oil, it's gonna get absorbed into the dry shampoo instead of the shaft of your hair. So I would bet money, if you wash your hair every single day, if you put dry shampoo on your clean hair, when you wake up in the morning, your hair will be less oily than it typically is. I always joke, it's like putting on your deodorant before you sweat. Another benefit of putting dry shampoo on your clean hair is it's going to add a little bit of texture and it's going to really help with the volume. It's just going to help lift that hair up off of your scalp. And then that texture, which is not sticky, you can still run your fingers through your hair. Even though if you are someone who gets oily hair, I highly advise you against running your fingers through your hair because you're just making the problem worse. Our hands are dirty. I don't care how often you wash them, but if you do this all the time, you're asking for greasy hair. Sorry. Like I was saying, it adds a little bit of texture. So then if you are doing any hairstyles where you are doing a little bit of back combing, it's just gonna make it that much easier, especially if you have fine, slippery hair. A little texture is a good thing. And then the last thing I wanna talk about, some people are saying that any dry shampoo makes their scalp itchy. Now, obviously you could have conditions that I can't help you with, but the typical healthy scalp, dry shampoo is meant to go on your hair, not your scalp. So when you're applying, first you want to shake it up good, and you want to back it up a little bit so you're not applying directly to your scalp, but you want to spray your hair, all right? And then you work that in. Now, is a little bit going to get on your scalp? Sure. But am I focusing it on my scalp? No. I'm wanting to protect my hair from getting oily, not protect my scalp from secreting oils. Your scalp wants a little bit of healthy oil on it. That's what those glands are there for. But you can see I have dark hair, and by applying that dry shampoo, you can't see it. It blends in so nicely just by running my fingers through it. Now, if you have black hair or even darker hair than me, or you got too much dry shampoo in one spot, and you're having a hard time blending it, just grab your blow dryer and do this, shoot your blow dryer at it, and it will solve your problem. And then the last comment I've gotten a number of times that say when they use dry shampoo, their hair gets staticky. So keep in mind, dry shampoo goes on your roots, not down here. Like, I'm not spraying this throughout the ends of my hair. I'm just focusing it on that first, like, inch or two of my hair. So if your hair gets staticky, just use a little hair oil. And I know maybe that seems like counterintuitive, but by putting a little bit of oil on the ends of your hair to help with the static, it's not going to affect the oils that are going on up here. I love talking about hair products, hair health, and all the things that go into it. So if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Otherwise, I hope you have a great day.